Hey everybody, Joe and Anthony here, and we're going to hit another potential swing fault that you might be experiencing. So today what we're going to talk about is someone who's hanging back, in other words, not transferring their weight onto their lead line. Anthony, you're up.
Great. So what this would look like is when a player gets to the top of their backswing, the majority of the weight stays on their trail leg, and there's no transfer of power to that lead side. That transfer of power is very important. It's almost like you could equate it to punching someone. You're stepping, the weight shifts to your lead foot, your hips turn, and then you throw a punch, or throwing a baseball where you're transferring that power to your lead foot, turning your hips, and throwing. Now a drill that I would use on the teaching tee without going through a screen would be to set up, feel like an individual is pushing down on their lead foot before we start the downswing to get that transfer of power when they strike the ball in an impact position.
Now on my end, there's a drill that everyone loves because you get to throw something, you get to throw something heavy. So we're going to set Anthony up with the med ball in a second, and we're going to have him throw that med ball in a way that it's weighted. So it's going to force him to transfer his weight onto that lead leg. We might even exaggerate that a little bit. So Anthony's already at it. We have a 6-pound med ball in hand. I don't go real heavy because I want some speed and power behind these. I want these to be crisp. So Anthony's going to go ahead and sit up in his golf posture. So he keeps his elbows relatively straight, so it doesn't need to be perfect. He's going to go ahead and go into his backswing following his normal sequence, and then he's going to go ahead and come through and release that ball. Now that first one, he gave you a pause on purpose so you can see the position, but we don't want to have any lag, so we want Anthony to do what he can to make this a quick, snappy, fast throw with a quick transition from the top to the bottom. And the biggest thing you're starting to see more and more is he's really getting that weight onto his lead leg. Now, not everyone agrees with this one, but I wouldn't be mad if you threw the ball so hard that you had to kind of come out of your stance a little bit with that trail foot to catch your balance. Because that really means to me you're really getting your weight on that lead leg. But great drill, give it a try. And of course, with all these things, if you came in for a screen, we'd be able to better direct exactly what you need in your program to make sure you can do all the things you need to do to be the most successful in your sport.